Because you know, people, first it was the three wise men. You know, what happened to the three wise men that were there when baby Jesus was born? See, now they're changing the story. And that's one thing that you just cannot do. I mean, these people are always changing the story. It's like it was this story, now it's this story, now it's this story. You know, what's the next story? What's the next story gonna be, people? You know, how many times are you gonna be lied to and conned into believing these stories that they're just telling people? Because that's all it is. And they're just messing people's lives up for years, for these thousands of years. These people and these organizations just ruining people's lives, man, and getting you to believing in this stuff. And it's not true. And you shouldn't be believing that it is. Because what happened to the three wise men? Now it's a seven-headed red dragon. Now the story I'm getting from this guy talking about the Antichrist and what's gonna happen again, to us. Of course, they're gonna kill people. That's what they do. You read the Bible, people. What does the Bible always do? What does the Bible always do, people? What does the Bible always say? What is the story that always happens? People getting killed by these people. You got one person that they get to do something like the ark, Noah's ark or something like that, the great flood. You get this one guy out of all of these people, right? This one guy in a great flood, right? So this guy just happens to know that some great flood is about to happen, and he just happens to build this big old boat for the animals and his family and whoever else I guess he wants to be on his boat. And everyone else dies. They get killed by this great flood, right? So they kill all of these people. They flooded the area, okay? However they did it, I don't know, but I guarantee you they did it somehow, some way. Those people were very ingenuity. They were good at what they did, all right? They knew how to do things, and they figured out how to do stuff. That's like marking on the houses the red X or the red paint on these people's houses in the city, and then saying that these people were going to die, and then these other people were not going to die, and then they got those people out of town, and then the ones who had the red marking on their house, they died because they 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 released this poisonous gas, in the air, and it swept through the city. That air pushed right through the city, and they breathed it in while they were sleeping, and they all got killed. These people have been killing, and that's the same thing about the other one, the cities of the sinners that, those people were sinning so much. So they went to the city, they found out some people that they wanted to take. So they took those people, and then they left everyone else in the city, and then they destroyed the city. They said, don't turn around or you will be turned into dust. And what that means is if you turn around and you see how we're destroying this city, then we're going to kill you, because now you know how it been done, how it got done. And it's not no God stuff, it's not some God stuff, brimstone, all that brimstone, those were catapults. Let me tell you what, those were catapults, people, with brimstone and fiery brimstone and all of that stuff like they have. We know this stuff, people. Quit believing in these make-believe stories trying to get you to believe of some god-like powers and this and that. It's just been human beings and organizations killing and fighting each other and trying to be in control. You know, they're trying to control people. Whether it's these people controlling people or these people controlling people, it's the same thing, you know? It's people being controlled, period, you know? And these people are all cons, man. They got all of these stories, right? And you figure out the truth, and you'll figure out every one of these stories. And then today, they're still now they're coming up with new stories today. 2021, y'all. They're trying to make these new stories now, trying these cover-up stories. And then now they're trying to get people to believe this stuff today. Like, really, y'all? Quit making up stories, y'all. Quit making up stories of old 1,000-year-old stories that have already been made up, of con artists and organizations and leaders who are leading these organizations and trying to take over because they want to control people, because they want to be in control. You know, can't you people just get along and do right? You know, what's so difficult about getting along and doing right? You don't even need to be in control. All you need to do is get along and do right. And if you get these people that quit trying to be in control and all this, you know, but don't ever, I guess you could never trust the people though, because, you know, don't never think that they won't try to be in control again later on down the road or something, because they probably will. You know, they'll probably be just, oh, okay, well, we won't try to be in control anymore, or this or that. And then, like, years down the road, when they think that, you know, that everything's all cool now, and then they're going to try and be in control again, you know, or they're going to try and play the long game, you know, and they're going to keep being here on planet Earth trying to manipulate and trying to brainwash people and trying to get these people to be their servants. Oh, be my servant. Be my servant. You know what I mean? Like, dude, forget that stuff, man. Why can't you just do your own jobs and your own stuff? You know, why you need other people to be your servant for, you know? And if you was doing something right and people wanted to help, that would be the way to do it, you know? Not lying and brainwashing and manipulating and using sex and drugs and money and all of this stuff that is being done, and getting these people's babies when they're being born, and then bringing their babies up to be these con artists and fooling people and doing all this stuff like these people are something that they really are not, you know? So like I said, this is like thousands and thousands and thousands of years in the making, y'all, and we're still living it today. So you all need to get this right and figure it out. And these people really need to just quit this nonsense, dude, because they're just ruining people's lives. And I just see the insanity that these people, the craziness, and I can just see that. I mean, I guess they don't understand it or something, but I do. I can just see it, dude. It's just this insane craziness, this brainwashing and manipulations and lies and all of this being put out here like it is, you know, and it's not how it should be at all, y'all. And you gotta know the truth, and that is the truth, y'all, and I'm telling you the truth. And I bet no one else is gonna tell you the truth like this, y'all. I guarantee you no one else is going to tell you that that's how it is. But I'm telling you that is exactly how it is. And these organizations and these leaders using people and doing this stuff. Even the war of good and evil. It really wasn't the war of good and evil. It was just, this is how I wanted to do things, and this is how this person wanted to do things. And you know, it didn't work out like that. So that's why you got a war. And they called it the war of good and evil. But people are going to do good, though, because they're not going to keep living bad, you know. They're going to do good eventually, because that's how life is.